Hello, I'm Stewart Heath, CEO of Harvard Grace Corporation, where we bring executive leadership tailored to your organization. Today is our segment on tax topics, and if he hasn't done so already, President Biden is about to sign into law the American Rescue Act, which is the touted COVID relief bill. There's a lot of provisions going on in here, many of them personal in nature, and I don't usually talk about personal tax issues as we focus on businesses. However, there's so much money coming out into the economy from this bill, it will impact businesses because people will spend money, and so it's good to know about. The most noteworthy of these is the $1,400 per taxpayer credit. It's going to be $1,400 for those making under $70,000 or $160,000 for a couple, married couple. And then there's additional credits for children as well, and those will phase out between $160,000 and $170,000 of income. There's extensions to unemployment benefits for those who are still employed. There are COBRA continuation coverages going on here. Another big one, which hasn't been talked about a lot, is the child tax credit, which up until now was not a refundable credit, but it will now be a refundable credit. It's $3,000 per child from 6 to 17 years old, and $3,600 per child for children under 6. This will also phase out at upper income levels, but the key point here is a refundable credit, which is like the earned income tax credit. Whether you have any income or not, you got the children, you file, you get the money. They'll send you a refund whether or not you've paid money into the system or not. So it's another way of getting money out into the economy for people with children. There's modifications to the Child Independent Care Credit, the Family and Sick Leave Credit, the Employee Retention Credit, which I just talked about last week, has been modified and has been enhanced by that. A few miscellaneous provisions that do affect businesses. There's been an extension to the cap on deductibility of highly compensated employees, which it's too complex to discuss, but it's something for businesses to be aware about. Employees who are compensated more than $1 million will have to deal with the changes to Section 108. And also, a lot of people, there was a lot of stuff in the first CARES Act about deferring payments or charging off payments for student loans, federally guaranteed student loans. This act makes it clear that if that was done, your loan was charged off or forgiven, that's not taxable income, very much like the PPP loans were corrected the last week of the year. So that those PPP loans that were forgiven are not income, as is typical under Section 162 as far as the forgiveness of indebtedness income. Anyway, a lot to see here. I think it's going to be a good boost to the economy, at least in the short run. And then the child credit doesn't really take place until you file your 2021 taxes, and so those of us who are aware that the tax refund season generates a lot of particular economic activity at the first part of the year, this is just going to enhance that in buying cars or houses or things of that nature for a certain segment of the population. So it's an extra $3,000 per kid to put down on large purchases, which generally follows along with tax refunds and the like. So be aware of that. Read about it. It will impact your business. We would love to discuss this with you. So give us a holler. Thanks.